Welcome once again to Cooking Around's channel. Welcome. For you today, what do I have? A creamy shrimp pasta recipe. And this is one of my family's favorite. You know, when you start blending in, the cream and the wine, it just gives it a perfect all-round smoothness taste. And I just love the taste of seafood. So when it comes to seafood, I really like shrimp. It's one of my favorite. And when you blend this together, it's just a melody. Honestly, you have to try this. It is absolutely perfect. Your friends and family are going to love you for it. The only problem you're going to have if you have to make a lot more. Start with a medium or large pan. Let's put in about 2 to 3 tablespoons of olive oil. And now let's get the heat up to around medium high and put in just a little touch of onions just to see when the temperature is ready. Now let's take about a half of a medium red onion finely chopped, and let's cook that for about a couple of minutes. Add about 2 minced garlic cloves. You can add 3 or 4 if you want. Now I'm adding about a pound of cooked shrimp, and it has been deveined. How large the shrimp, that depends on you. And the reason I'm cooking it now is because I want to get most of the water out because it was frozen. But you can add it to the last part of this recipe if you want. Now, in order not to overcook the shrimp, I just basically removed part of the water, and now I'm removing the shrimp. Now increase the heat and add about half a cup of white wine. The white wine I'm using is a Portuguese wine which is called a vinho verde. Now to get a rich taste, I'm adding 1 tablespoon of tomato paste. And now let's move it around and wait for the liquid's temperature to come up. Now this is an option. I'm adding 1 teaspoon of hot pepper flakes. Now let's add about 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter. Why unsalted? Because I like to control how much salt I put into my dishes. Now let's salt it up. Here I'm using about half a teaspoon of salt. I don't like it really too salty. And now, of course, once again, when it comes to pepper, add as much as you want. Make your day, make yourself happy. Alright, let's return the temperature back to medium, and now let's return the shrimp right back just like this and just move it around and blend it in. Okay, here comes the smooth part. I'm adding about 3/4 cup of heavy cream. How heavy, that depends on you. Here I'm using 12%. And here comes my favorite part. I'm adding half a cup of shredded Parmesan cheese. If you want, you can add a little bit more, but I will be adding more as a garnish later. Are we there yet? Not yet. Let's add 1 tablespoon of finely chopped parsley. Now, you can basically add any type of herbs you want at this point. Okay, the sauce is basically ready. Just look at this, creamy, and it's out of this world. Now what I'm going to do is just put it on the side just to let it marinate a little bit. Okay, let's take care of our pasta now. Here I'm using about half a package of durum wheat spaghetti, but you can really use any type of pasta you want. Penne, elbow pasta, bowl pasta, curly pasta, whatever keeps you happy. Okay, for the pasta I followed the directions on the package. Pasta is ready, but I'm not draining it. Do not drain the pasta. So now let's get this back on the stove, bring it up to medium temperature, and get one of these fancy dancy things with holes. Spaghetti puller, pasta puller, whatever you want to call it. And now I want you to take the pasta. Don't worry about draining it from the spatula, because I want some of the pasta water to go into the mixture like this. And now what do? Just blend it in and stir it around just like this. Oh, I'm really getting hungry. Now let me torture you just a little bit. I'm bringing the camera in. Just look at this dish. Just imagine how your family and friends' eyes are going to pop out when you bring this to the table. And when they take that first bite, they're just going to say, "Oh my God, you're the best chef in the world." Well, I hope you're going to enjoy this. I know that I am going to enjoy this with my wife. And now what I'm doing, I'm just shredding a little bit more Parmesan cheese on top. And now, once again, we came to the end of the video. Thank you for watching. And once again, it's goodbye from Tony and Cooking Around.